Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. As you guys can see by the title, today we're just going to be trying out some new makeup. I did go ahead and mix drugstore and high-end to let you guys know if it's worth your money or not. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. I have a lot of makeup. I did buy some. I also did get some in PR, and I just wanted to put them all in one video and just kind of test it out with you guys. Let's just hang out, try some new makeup. Let's start out with some brand new sunscreen. So we're actually going to be using this sunscreen as a primer today, and it is brand new from Dermalogica. This is the Dermalogica Pore Screen SPF 40 Mineral Sunscreen with Niacinamide. So obviously Dermalogica is a really nice skincare brand, but it is high-end. High-end. This actually retails for $55, and it does have 1 fluid ounce, so obviously not the cheapest. It does have 5 stars. I have tried this before, so it won't be a first impression. So it's supposed to help with pores, uneven texture, and oiliness. So it is a zinc oxide sunscreen. It also has squalene, antioxidants, vitamin E. It's supposed to moisturize, soften, and smooth. They do say to shake it. This is like a very liquidy sunscreen. So that is 1 pump. And I know it looks very white, but this bad boy does not leave a white cast. This is actually like a very, very lightweight sunscreen. It does have not the best scent. It doesn't like smell too much like actual sunscreen. I don't know what the smell is. It's just not my favorite. The first time I tried it, I remember thinking, well, this stinks. But the product itself is actually really nice. So if you can get past the smell, it's not like a smell that you're going to be smelling all day. It's just when you're applying it, it just smells. But see how easily that blended to my face? You saw how liquidy and thin it was. It gives you a very, very natural glow, not something too glowy to where it would look greasy. It doesn't feel greasy, and it just is a nice product for under makeup. I noticed that it doesn't actually peel under my makeup, and it doesn't peel any of my skincare. I wouldn't say it like blurs your pores, but I guess that niacinamide that's in it, it's gonna help the pores over time. I actually really like it. Like I said, obviously it's pretty pricey. If you do have the budget, I do think it's really nice. And if you like something that's a lot more lightweight, I think this is really pretty. So I have been really enjoying this product. Let me show you guys a product. This is actually the only thing that's not actually new. It's new to me, but I actually really like it. So let me take off my lip balm. I don't know if you guys can read it, but it's actually called the Cranberry Oil, and it is from Essence. It tints your lips. I know that we all love a lip stain, but like, what about a lip staining lip oil? You know what I mean? Obviously, because it's Essence, it was super inexpensive. It does have a flat paddle applicator. It smells really nice. It kind of smells like vanilla. And then look at the tint that it's gonna give my lips. See how it's like a medium pigmentation, but it actually becomes more pigmented the longer you wear it. This definitely feels like a lip oil. You know, it's not gonna be like a glossy feeling. It definitely feels like a thinner lip oil. I do wish it was a little bit thicker, just because the oiliness doesn't last that long, but it does leave a really nice stain behind. So I've been really enjoying it. The stain is so pretty, and it actually does last, and it leaves it behind. So if you love a good lip stain as well as a lip oil, and you don't want to spend more than a couple bucks, this has been really nice. Okay, so now that we have the skin prepped as well as the lips, I don't have a new foundation, so I'm gonna go ahead and just apply one of my favorites at the moment, the NYX Blur With Me foundation. So this one is a blur tint foundation. It's gonna be actually pretty good medium coverage, very blurring, not drying, and I do use the shade 08 Golden Light. For cream bronzer as well as concealer, the newest product that I have is something that I already did a video on, but it is this Makeup Forever HD Skin Sculpting palette. I actually do use this a lot for foundation. You do have to mix a couple shades for foundation to get your perfect shade. I didn't feel like doing that right now, but it is really, really nice. If you guys want a full review on this, definitely go to this video because I use it as foundation, concealer, bronzer, highlight, everything. I have been obsessed with this, so today let's use it as concealer as well as bronzer. These formulas are actually very lightweight, natural finish, medium coverage. So I'm gonna quickly bronze up the skin, and I'm using this shade right here. I understand that this palette is definitely not the most affordable, but I do think that for me, personally, I use so many of these shades. And so for me, it's worth it because I'm getting so many like products in one. And then really quickly for the concealer, I'm going to use this shade. And I'm just going to put that under the eyes with a brush. I'm using the BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy A506. And then I'll go ahead and blend it out even more with a sponge. So that is the palette. Before we add powder, we do need to add some liquid blush. Now, this is the newest liquid blush that I have. It is the Juvias Place liquid blush. You guys have seen me use this. It is interesting. So I have the shade Barbie Rose. It is beautiful, but it is so pigmented. But I will say, if you guys have very, very deep complexion, this will work for you. And if you have lighter complexion, this will work for you. All this pigment is so that everyone can use it, and I think that's amazing. Now, when it comes to this, oh, that's too much. That's too much. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't seen me use this, like, you do not need more than a dot if you have my skin tone, and I need to hurry up and blend it. What I like about it is that it's pigmented, but it blends out beautifully. And you know how sometimes these liquid blushes just like disappear with powder? Well, these don't. So if you don't like layering and you just want one and done, this is so nice. So this is the stunning shade. It's like perfect for summer. So once I'm done blending this out, we're gonna move on to the powder, which I actually think I need to do some studying up on. So let me open up the Sephora app. You know what? No need to do Sephora app because I have the pamphlet. So we do have 2 shades of this powder, and they also sent a beautiful brush that just feels so nice. So these are called the Makeup Forever HD Skin Twist and Light 24-Hour Luminous Finishing Powder. Sometimes these finishing powders are not meant to actually set creams. They're just meant to finish off your makeup, and sometimes they work for both. So let me look it up because I don't want to mess up. So on the reviews, people are using it as a setting powder as well as a finishing powder. So let's just try it out. So highlights, light coverage, loose powder formula, good for uneven texture, radiant finish, long wearing. It's supposed to be a 3-in-1 ultra fine loose finishing powder that blurs, color corrects, and illuminates the complexion for radiance and blurring. So they sent over tan and medium. I think the medium has like a blue in it. Yeah, okay, so I'm a little scared. Oh wow, and this is what it looks like. Very, very interesting. Turn it and then turn it again, and then some powder comes out. See? Okay, and then I'm gonna put it here. Only like orange is coming out. I need some more like white powder. I'm wondering if I should be setting my under eyes with this or not. Whatever, you know, if I use it wrong and ruin my makeup, it's okay. We're not going anywhere. That's what these videos are for. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more. This is what it looks like. Almost looks like Fruity Pebbles. This is the brush. This is not included, but you can purchase it. And this is the Makeup Forever 160 Straight and Wavy. And it feels really, really nice and soft. Beautiful brush to like set the under eyes with. If it goes wrong, it's okay. We can still see how it looks on the face, you know? I'm gonna grab the powder, but I'm gonna like kind of mix it so that I don't just get a bunch of like orange and blue. Like I kind of want to get like one color. Tap off the excess. And then with about this much, I'm gonna set my under eyes. I haven't set my under eyes with a brush in so long. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's definitely luminous. This is reminding me of like the Laura Mercier Luminous Powder, which I personally don't love under my eyes. I prefer to use that on my face. It did make my under eyes a little darker, but I do have a lot of really beautiful luminosity. I have a feeling that I'm going to prefer this just as like a powder all over the face. But, you know, these type of powders actually work really well with mature skin because it gives the under eyes and the face just a little bit more life. I do like the finish. I just feel like it made my concealer a little dark, and that's why I'm not loving it. But my under eyes do look really nice and like glowy. See how it's adding that glow? I actually do love powders like this for the glow on the cheeks because you guys know I love a very subtle glow, and this is giving that. It's giving subtle, it's giving not glittery, nothing like that. It's actually very, very lightweight as well. I actually think it looks beautiful. I definitely wouldn't use it for my under eyes ever again just because I just don't love, I love something more like airbrush and blurred. I know that this claims to blur, but at the end of the day, if you have something more luminous, it's gonna overpower the blur. But it did set my makeup beautifully, and it actually looks beautiful all over the face. Usually I only use these powders right here, but setting my whole face with this made my skin so luminous and like healthy looking and made it not as makeup-y. I love the way this looks because it's giving me glow without greasiness. I don't love being dewy only because I usually when I do my makeup in a dewy way, it doesn't last very long. I do like the look of dewy skin. I hate dealing with it, and this is kind of doing that for me without having dewy skin. It just looks like it is. So I'm actually loving this. This might be like a good little staple for summer, actually. I added a little bit, excuse me, I added a little bit of the Revlon Skin Lights bronzer on the face just to make it a little bit more bronzy. And by the way, this brush is really nice. If you're into the very flimsy brushes, these are really nice for like very natural applications. So obviously for under the eyes, it's perfect. I actually really love these type of brushes also to apply blush so that it's not like too much, and then also apply maybe like an all over highlighter. So we actually do have two new eyeshadow palettes from Ace Beauté. So they're called the Begonia as well as the Calla. Packaging is 10 out of 10. I mean, there's literal like dried flowers in here. So this is what Begonia looks like. Very, very pretty. And look at this packaging, so beautiful. I want to do a neutral look today, so I hope that you guys don't get mad at me. But I think we should use this palette because I don't know. I just feel a neutral vibe today. Okay, so this is Calling My Name. It's like a very light, almost like an olive toned camel shade. And I'm just gonna use a big fluffy brush and we're gonna put that all over the crease. You guys know I never know what looks I'm gonna do until I get a crease shade going and then I get inspired. Maybe we should do something that's not so like structured. Maybe just more Golden Goddess, easy, simple. So that shade is pretty. Not the most pigmented, or maybe it's just a little too light for me, but it is creating like a really nice little transition shade. I guess we're gonna go in with this very, very deep chocolatey shade. We're gonna start out on the outer edge and just kind of do the outer V. I didn't want to go like too dramatic on this. These don't seem to be overly pigmented, which can be a good thing because, you know, sometimes I can go in with like a heavier hand and it's harder to blend. So I think with these shadows, they'll be better layered. And then the same two shades I'm going to run under the lash line. I'm glad I remembered this in time. We are trying out a new mascara. So I definitely don't want to do too much on the eyelid so that you guys are actually able to see my eyelashes. I'm gonna grab the gold shade. Nice. Wow, that's really, really pretty. Okay. And I'm gonna apply it with my middle finger, not on purpose. You guys know, this is just my shimmer finger. Really, really pretty. Definitely not as metallic when you do just put it on the lid, but it is giving like pretty natural shimmer vibes. Add some Fix Plus to it. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, this definitely is more of like a metallic shade. It is really pretty. Once you do wet it, it looks more metallic. And then if it's drier, it looks more shimmery. And then I think I'm gonna maybe just use the black in here. It's like a matte black. And I think I'm just gonna run it along the lash line just to add a little bit of darkness because I don't wanna use any eyeliner today because I do wanna give that mascara a really good shot. Okay, so that is a makeup look. Very, you know, standard, very basic. I love it. Yeah, I think this palette worked out really well. I think the shades look really pretty together. Again, if you like something that you maybe have to build up a little bit to give you a little bit more time to blend without too much happening, I think that you would really like this palette. So I'm actually very excited about this mascara because I love LYS Beauty. You guys know some of their products are some of my favorite, and I don't know if I'm in their PR or not, but all I know is that they sent me this, and this is the first time I've received anything from them, and I'm super excited. But I will, of course, again, just be super honest with you guys. They did come out with a brand new mascara, and it's called the LYS Beauty Lash Confident. I love how all their packaging is a triangle. I love that. So of course, this is the beautiful packaging. So this is what it looks like, and to be honest, I just have high hopes. So I really hope it goes well. So it's supposed to be a nourishing, alcohol-free mascara that is supposed to not smudge, not clump, not weigh down the lash, no eyelash curler needed, and no flaking. It's supposed to lift, curl, and fan out the lashes. It's also supposed to evenly distribute the mascara, lengthen and separate, and the formula contains date fruit extract, saffron, and avocado oil. I know that it said no curler needed. I always, like, I don't remember the last time I applied mascara without curling my lashes, so that's why I'm going to curl my lashes, just because I don't want to think that this is a bad mascara just because I didn't curl my lashes. You know what I mean? I don't know how I feel about the wand. I don't, like, love it or hate it. It does seem to have a lot of, like, excess product, so I'm going to take just a little bit off. I'm the kind of girl that wants it all from a mascara. Like, I need length, separation, volume, and curl, and those are my favorite type of mascara, so I'm excited to see if this delivers. Okay, so that is one coat, and I have to say the formula itself is very wet, which I like. It actually applies a lot of product on the lashes. Right now, I have a pretty good amount of length, a little volume. We definitely have separation, and it's giving me a very like wispy lash effect. So while this layer dries, I'm going to do it on the other side. So far I do like it. I'm very excited to see what the second coat looks like. So I'll be right back and we can do the second coat together. So far I'm just noticing that this mascara is super easy to apply. Like I literally applied it 3 times and then it's like perfect. So let's go ahead and see what the second coat looks like. Usually by the second coat I can really tell if I really like a mascara, and you guys know I love applying a good amount of mascara. So let's go ahead and see how this goes. So that is 2 coats, and honestly, it's really nice. It's kind of reminding me of the Rare Beauty mascara. You know how that one is not like the most volumizing or the most lengthening or the most, but it's everything in one? This is kind of reminding me of that. Like, it's giving me a really nice amount of length, a really nice amount of volume, separation, it's curly. So it's like an all-in-one mascara. I will say, be careful, don't overdo it, because I did start to overdo it and it did start getting a little clumpy. So that is 2 coats, and I actually really do like this mascara. I think that if you prioritize like volume over length and separation, I think that you would really like this. If you do have like thinner lashes, this will like thicken them up really nicely. If you do have shorter lashes, I don't think that they'll lengthen it as much, but I do think they'll make it really nice and volumized and a lot more prominent looking. So far I do like it. I will let you guys know right here if it did smudge or flake throughout the day. I'm the type of girl that likes to do a very lengthening and defining mascara as a first coat and then go in with one of these and just really build it up. So that's probably how I'll be using it. But so far, first impressions, I do think it's really nice. I'm going to add a little bit of the Essence Pure Nude Blush in the shade Rosy Rosewood to the cheeks, and then we're going to move on to lips. I'm going to go ahead and take off this little lip oil lip tint, and as you guys see, like, it really does get super, super pink, and I just love the color that it leaves behind. So even though the formula itself is not gonna like last super long, it will leave that tint, and I just think it's so pretty, and it leaves such like a nourishing tint, because I feel like sometimes lip stains can stain your lips, but they're a little bit drying. This is nice and like really comfortable. I'm actually gonna apply the brand new Milani Stay Put Liquid Lips. I actually did try this out in my last video, and I've been really enjoying them. And you guys know, I'm not a matte liquid lip girly anymore, but these are comfortable. I'm gonna line them really quickly with the Refy lip liner in the shade Fawn. Now let's apply the Milani. So this one's in the shade Iconic, and it's an iconic shade on me. It's super, super thin formula actually, and you do get all the pigment. I don't even have to go back in. It does dry down matte, but I don't know, it still has like a little give. Obviously it's a liquid lipstick and it is transfer proof, but it's not uncomfortable. So I really like this. I think it's really nice. They have a lot of shades and it's from the drugstore, so you can't beat that. So the last product that we're gonna try out today is probably the product that you saw in the thumbnail and that you clicked for. So I'm sorry you had to wait till the end, but it is a setting spray. I did buy it with my own money. And as most of you guys know, it is the new e.l.f. setting spray. It's called the Suntouchable All Set for Sun. It is 45 broad SPF sunscreen. It is sun protection as well as setting spray. It's gonna help protect your skin and your look with this clean, Broad SPF 45 sunscreen that's also quick dry makeup setting spray. It's supposed to be a fine mist, and it's supposed to apply evenly with no white cast. It also has skin-loving ingredients like watermelon extract and prickly pear seed oil. Just remember, you can definitely apply this just on your bare skin. It looks a little smaller than I thought it would be. It's 2 fluid ounces. So let's try this out. All right, so we do have to shake it. I'm gonna put my hair back because you never know with these sprays sometimes. Let's do a quick little test run. Okay, we got a fine mist. Okay, that actually felt super, super fine. It does have a light scent of sunscreen, but not overwhelming. And let's check out the makeup. Oh my God, I don't even see anything on my skin. Wait a minute. Okay, the finish of my makeup did not change one bit. Sometimes these sunscreen can tend to make your skin super, super greasy, but this didn't change anything. I don't see any difference. Guys, this is awesome. This is one of the first setting sprays that I've tried that actually didn't change the finish at all. Super lightweight. I don't have any droplets on my face, and it does smell like sunscreen, but it's super, super light, so I didn't mind that at all. And my hair feels fine. Sometimes you do get a little bit of spray in there and it'll be a little greasy, but I have to say, I think so far this is my favorite sunscreen setting spray that I've tried ever. Wow. Okay, you guys, so this is the final result, and I am loving the makeup. I truly did enjoy everything that I tried today. The only thing that I would change for me personally is just to not use that luminous powder under my eyes. I will say on camera, it looks really nice. It looks good in person too. It's just personal preference, but I am loving the way my skin looks. This was just a really nice, successful video, so awesome. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I will, of course, link everything down below. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I love you so much, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.